What's up everybody? Philip Marshall here, your Wilmington, North Carolina real estate agent. Today I'm going to be going over my top 4 subdivisions here in Wilmington. I'm going to cover a lot of information today. I'm going to be going over the general location, price points, some of what they offer in the neighborhoods around, the school districts, a ton of information about the neighborhoods. And hopefully this can be helpful for you when you're making your move down here to the Port City. Don't forget, if you haven't already, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel. That way I can keep bringing you the best real estate content here in Wilmington, North Carolina. All right, let's get started. First up on the list, Ogden. In Wilmington, North Carolina, a lot of people choose this suburb, Ogden, because of its proximity to Wrightsville Beach, Mayfair Town Center. It is right in the middle of everything. It's one of the first suburbs that you're going to drive through when you come into Wilmington from Highway 17. There's a wide range of subdivisions on both sides of Highway 17 that splits Ogden. So on one side, you have more of a cookie cutter style home with the home prices ranging from $300 to $400, great for first time home buyers. There's definitely a lot of homes in that area. It is kind of like a maze though. And on the other side, you have more of a higher end subdivisions throughout the area. So you've got home prices that can start somewhere around in the 400s, can go up 500-600s, probably the average in that area. However, as you get closer towards the Intracoastal Waterway on that side, you can eventually get up to $1 million homes that are overlooking the Intracoastal Waterway. Okay, so for grocery stores and things that you need like that, you've got Walmart, Aldi, Publix. You're 5 minutes away from a Costco. So for a lot of families, this is a great area because you're central to everything. You've got a lot of the necessities that are super close by. They do have a few options for restaurants and bars. So one of my favorite breweries that's right by is Broomtail Craft Brewery. They specialize in sour beers, so it's one of my favorite to go to. If you like local restaurants, there are a few in the area. There's Cast Iron Kitchen, Cape Fear Seafood, which is phenomenal, and then Brooklyn Pizza Company. All of those are right within the subdivision of Ogden. They're right off of 17, very close. And you've got a majority of your fast food restaurants that are by, and of course, my favorite, Chick-fil-A. Okay, so for schools, they vary a little bit as you get throughout the suburb. So in different parts of Ogden, because it's such a big suburb, the school districts can change a little bit for the elementary school and for the middle. So for elementary school, you've got Ogden Elementary and Murrayville. And then for middle school, you've got Noble and Trask. For high school, pretty much all throughout, it's going to be Laney High School. All right, second up on the list is Myrtle Grove. This is one of my favorite subdivisions here in Wilmington. It is going towards the southern part, heading towards Carolina Beach, and it is a little lower than the middle of Wilmington. For restaurants in this area, you've got Antonio's Pizza. Again, you've got Chick-fil-A, and to be honest, there's not a whole lot other than that. You just have fast food places and not a lot of local restaurants throughout Myrtle Grove. Like I said before, this one is more of a suburb feel, so there are some businesses, but you're not going to be as close to the local restaurants as you would be if you were more towards downtown or closer to Carolina Beach or Wrightsville Beach. So for this area, not a whole lot of options for restaurants. However, you are 10-15 minutes away from getting to where you need to. Same thing really goes for grocery stores. There is a Harris Teeter and a Walmart, but if that can't cover everything you need, you'll need to make a trip more towards the middle of Wilmington. That way you can be a little closer to everything that you're going to need. Keep in mind throughout this, Myrtle Grove is within 10 minutes of a drive to pretty much everywhere that you're going to need to go to in Wilmington, 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, for gyms, you have a few different options. You've got Planet Fitness, 24-Hour Fit, and True Fit, or Fit for Life. So you've got a few options there, and then my favorite, if you want to come and try Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, it is my favorite gym, the Jiu-Jitsu Institute. Definitely come by. They welcome everybody and is an absolute blast. So throughout Myrtle Grove, like I said with Ogden, it is a larger subdivision, so the elementary school and middle schools are going to be mixed up a little bit. You've got Bellamy and Anderson for elementary school, and then Myrtle Grove or Murray Middle for middle schools. But throughout the entire area, pretty much, you're going to be in Ashley High School District. This suburb has some of my favorite subdivisions in it. You've got River Lights, Del Webb is a 55 and up community, Helmsport, Tarrant Woods, Congleton Farms. There's a ton of options here in Myrtle Grove. That's why a lot of people love to be in this area. A lot of those that I just named too are new construction developments and have new phases all the time. So if you're thinking about new construction in Wilmington and you want just less of a hassle going through bidding wars and dealing with the market here in the area, this might be the area for you. I mean, River Lights has a ton of new construction that's coming up right now. I know Tarrant Woods and Congleton Farms, they're growing right now as well. So there's a lot of options out there if you're looking for something for a new build. And the home prices range anywhere from, I'd say 400 to 600, mid sixes for the most of those. Obviously there are going to be some on the higher end, but for the most part, you could find something in those neighborhoods anywhere from 4 to mid sixes, I would say. And out of all of those, so if you want to be closer to a golf course, there's Beau Rivage. Beau Rivage is right on a golf course there. And if you need to be a little closer to the water, there's the luxury home development Helmsport. This is a absolutely stunning neighborhood in Myrtle Grove. Definitely take a look. I'm going to be putting a video out on this one soon. And check out the homes in that area. If luxury is more your vibe, this is a great option for you. And like I said, with the restaurants, grocery stores, bars, and shopping, there's not a lot to do in Myrtle Grove. It's more of a suburb, and there's just, you know, they don't have a whole lot of businesses out there in that area for entertainment or for the, you know, for a lot of the stuff that you're going to need. They do have some things, you know, they've got Lowe's, Home Depot, Walmart, and they have the necessities, but if you need to branch out a little more than that, they just don't have it. Next up on the list, number 3 is Bayshore. Bayshore is at the northernmost part of Wilmington, coming in from Highway 17. It is right beside Ogden, and it is right under another neighborhood called, or suburb called, Porter's Neck. So when people are describing this area of Wilmington, they may say Ogden, they may say Porter's Neck. They really mean this northern part of Wilmington. They kind of lump them all together, and sometimes they just describe them as it's Ogden or Porter's Neck. So if you hear anyone talking about those areas, that's what they're trying to say for the most part. With Bayshore, it's very similar to Ogden in its location and what it offers, restaurants, bars, and grocery stores wise. They're pretty much side by side. They're split a little bit, but they offer some of the same amenities and necessities that are going to be nearby. The school districts are pretty much going to be the same, but overall, it's very close to Ogden. However, there is a big difference in home prices. So throughout Bayshore, I mean, you're going to see homes, the minimum are going to be $400,000 for the most part. And the majority of the homes, I would say, range $600,000, $700,000, $800,000. There's a lot of new development in that area as well, where there's new constructions, but they're on the higher side. They are luxury, so they're going to be $700,000, $800,000 and plus in that area. They have some awesome communities, such as Waterstone, Marsh Oaks, bunch of really cool subdivisions. As you get closer to the Intracoastal Waterway, like I said before with Ogden, the home prices just keep going up. So if that's something that you're looking for, a little bit closer to the Intracoastal Waterway, they have homes that are, you know, $1.5 million, somewhere around there. So definitely a lot of options in Bayshore. It is a little more higher end than Ogden. Like I said, with Ogden, you have more of a first-time home buyer, but with Bayshore, this is if you're looking for something a little more custom. Some of these areas are going to share schools, but as you get more north into Bayshore, you've got Porter's Neck Elementary School, Holly Shelter Middle, and then Laney High School. I will say it doesn't have a ton of options that I like for local restaurants in that area, but a few that I do love are K38 Baja Grill, and then my favorite burger restaurant in all of Wilmington, PT's Grill. All right, in Bayshore, you're only 5 minutes away from Porter's Neck Country Club and Eagles Point Golf Course. So if you love golfing, this is a great area for that. The homes are beautiful. They're right next to the golf course, and you're 5 minutes away from the country club. So maybe if you want to do that, Bayshore might be the spot for you. I will say, if you want to be closer to downtown, this is one of the farthest suburbs from that. You'll hear me say that a lot throughout Wilmington. You're never really far from anything. Far to us is 30 minutes. For the most part in Wilmington, no matter where you're at, everything's 15 to 30 minutes away. So keep that in mind. For me, the biggest downside of the Ogden, Bayshore, Porter's Neck area of Wilmington, it's going to be the traffic. It can be very annoying. So for a lot of people, you know, if you've got to make that trip a lot, be prepared if you're going to stay in Ogden, Bayshore, or up in the Porter's Neck area. You're going to have to deal with that pretty much every day. Like I said in my pros and cons of Wilmington, It's not the end of the world compared to a lot of other people's traffic situations, but for us, it can be kind of annoying. All right, last up on the list is Seabreeze. This is one of my favorite suburbs in Wilmington. The thing that I like about Seabreeze is the coastal style vibe throughout many of the subdivisions. And you'll see that as I show you some of the neighborhoods here. They're just gorgeous. These neighborhoods are exactly what I would be looking for in Wilmington. Might not be everybody's taste, but it's definitely more of mine. And it's got more of a suburb type of a feel, just like Myrtle Grove. So Seabreeze is at the most southern part of Wilmington. As you're going towards the bottom of Wilmington, heading towards Carolina Beach, you'll drive through Myrtle Grove, and then you'll get into Seabreeze right before the bridge to get to Carolina Beach. Now, like I said, if you want to be right in the mix of everything going on in Wilmington, maybe you want to be downtown where all the action's at, you want to go out and have fun, maybe you want to be in the middle of Wilmington near UNCW or near a lot of the businesses or Mayfair Town Center, this might not be the suburb for you. However, if you don't mind a short drive to most of that stuff and you want more of a suburb feel without having a lot of noise and action going on, this could be the spot for you. There's a ton of great subdivisions throughout this area. One of my favorite subdivisions throughout Seabreeze is the Cape. Check out our video where I broke down that neighborhood. I went through a few different homes in the area, drove you through the neighborhood and showed you what it looks like. A lot of our clients are asking a lot of questions about the Cape, so definitely check that one out if you haven't seen it yet. Some other ones are the Landing at Snow's Cut and Dauphin Bay, which we'll be doing a video on here soon. These communities really have that coastal vibe. They're right next to the Intracoastal Waterway or on the other side by the Cape Fear River. And I absolutely love these homes when I'm going through. I love showing them. It's really my vibe. And I think if you're not living, let's say right on the beach, this is one of the best representations of Wilmington in my opinion. I love these areas. This is more of a suburb vibe. You're towards the most southern part of Wilmington. So you are 5-10 minutes away from Carolina Beach. So, if you can make that drive over to Carolina Beach and you want to go have fun down at the boardwalk, or you want to check out the restaurants on the water down there, bars, you want to go hang out, that's definitely the spot to go. It's right there, 5 to 10 minutes, you're over the bridge and you're already in Carolina Beach. Okay, and for school districts, you've got Anderson Elementary, Murray Middle, and then Ashley High School. And then when we're talking about home prices, so for home prices, starting with the Cape, they range anywhere from $400,000 to $900,000. There's a lot of new construction that are popping up throughout the Cape as well. Now it's not like a new phase where it's the entire community is being developed, but there are some lots that are being picked up as new construction right now for spec homes. So again, if you're looking for new construction, this is a great area. I love the Cape. Definitely check the video out so you can see some in detail breakdowns of the homes in the area. Across the street from the Cape, you have Dauphin Bay, Landing at Snow's Cut. And then as you get into Dauphin Bay, this community is absolutely gorgeous. It's right on the Intracoastal Waterway. And the home prices here, it is more luxury. So it's going to be $800,000, $900,000, $1 million, all the way up to $2 or $3 million for some of these homes in the area. But the community is absolutely beautiful. So, if you want something sitting right on the Intracoastal Waterway, Dauphin Bay is a great option. With all that being said, sprinkled throughout Seabreeze and Myrtle Grove in some of these areas, there are homes that you can find, around 300-ish thousand, but when they do come on the market, they go super fast. So, if that's what you're looking for, definitely keep your eyes out because they go super quick. If there's anything under 400,000 in Wilmington right now, from 2 to 400, there's a ton of competition and people are looking for this type of home. And again, I am kind of biased more towards Seabreeze. I live 5 minutes away at Carolina Beach, so I love the entire area. I love the vibe of Seabreeze. It's probably my favorite of the suburbs because it's a little closer to where I'm at, and it just has the vibe that reminds me of Wilmington. And that's gonna wrap it up for the suburbs. So we went over today my top 4 suburbs throughout Wilmington. We started at the most northern part all the way down to the south going towards Carolina Beach. We covered a large portion of the area and a lot of topics. Hopefully this gives you a little bit of insight. You saw some of the neighborhoods and subdivisions driving throughout the area, and I hope this was of some benefit to you if you're looking to move down here to Wilmington. It definitely would have helped me when I was moving into the area to be able to see a little bit about what some of these suburbs look like, especially if you're not from the area. So I hope this helps you. And look, whether you guys are moving now or next year, make sure you reach out to us, give us a call, shoot us a text, schedule a Zoom, email, whatever's best for you. We'd love to help you make a smooth and easy transition down here to the Port City. Do not forget to like, comment, subscribe on the video. Make sure to support the channel so that I can keep bringing you the #1 real estate information here in Wilmington, North Carolina. All right, we'll see you next time.